Hello, this is Reggie Osenton, Florida probate attorney, and today I want to answer the question of what do you do if your loved one has passed and not left a will? In Florida, the process is called intestate succession, meaning that the Florida law really acts like a will. So a person dies with a will, it says who gets what and who's in charge. So if you don't have a will, then the Florida law says who gets what based on, are you a surviving spouse? Are there children? Are there children of multiple relationships? Things like that. So that the Florida law acts like a will and says if you don't have a will, here's who gets what. But the Florida law also acts like a will and it says who's in charge, who has preference of being appointed what's called a personal representative, which is some places called an executor. Personal representative is the person who handles the estate. And Florida law says that if the person does not have a will, these are the people who have preference and tells us in what order they should be appointed if they're the person who applies. So you go through the same process with or without a will as far as the probate process is concerned. We use the Florida law to act like a will and tell us who gets what and who's in charge. Realize this is a little bit confusing, a little bit complicated, but if we have a discussion about your matter, your loved one's estate, and there is no will, then we'll look into that, and that we can tell you, well, based on what we see, this is who's going to get what percentage of the estate and who's in charge. By the way, if you are thinking that you want to be the person to handle the estate, the personal representative, the law does provide certain timelines so that if you sit back and you wait, you may lose your preference for appointment under the law. So it's important that if you want to act, you do so quickly. Again, this is Reggie Osenton, Florida probate attorney.